What your Jujutsu Shenanigans avatar says about you. Part 2. Dahoodian. I don't know how else to explain these guys, but these guys, they're just angry. If you kill them in a 1v1 and they come back and third party you and then kill you, they will always emote on you. These guys definitely had to be on a list of top 5 most angriest Neanderthals in Jujutsu Shenanigans. They tend to have really high egos and they usually think they're really tough despite being from a gated community. And this usually means that they'll form some sort of gang on JJS. Gooners. Now, whenever you see one of these creatures, I can guarantee you nearly 100% of the time it is a male sitting behind that screen. These avatars have feminine body parts that shouldn't be allowed on Roblox. Whenever I see these avatars, I don't know why, but I imagine a person sitting in a very dark room late at night eating potato chips with high socks on. Now, all that aside, I don't really claim these kind of avatars. Personally, I feel like these belong to Deep Woken, no diss. But these people are surprisingly good at the game. They seem like they'd be absolute garbage, but they're usually in the mid to high skill level. JJBA Cosplayer. Now, what I've realized is JJBA cosplayers are a really tight-knit community, but not in the exact way you think. Now, they will team, but it has to be canonically accurate within the show. So basically, if you're cosplaying as Diavolo and you see a Giorno, you better get running, bro. So essentially, based on what cosplay you wear, that'll determine if you're gonna get targeted or not targeted. So let me put it in JoJo's terms for all of you. Stand users are attracted to each other. And let me give you some advice. If you're not too fond of JJBA, then just don't even bring it up in front of these guys, unless you want to get hard targeted. But hey, if you're into that, whatever floats your boat, bro. Before we get to the next stereotype, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and share it. I spend a lot of time on my videos, so I'd really appreciate if you guys help me out. The Midlife Crisis JJK Cosplayer. Now, it might seem really odd that I used all those words in the same sentence, but by that I mean, let's say you take a Gojo cosplay, but it can't really be considered Gojo because it's been mixed up with other shows. To be more specific, I'm talking about the avatars where they put like Nah I'd Win next to Cinnamon Toast Crunch characters, or mixing like Sukuna with Kendrick Lamar. What I've realized is these guys, they do not talk in the chat. But if they are talking in the chat, then it's safe to say they probably have 3 or 4 buddies with them, so you better watch out. But the people who wear these cosplays, they are very aggressive in terms of how they hold grudges. They won't target you right away if you didn't do anything to them, but if you kill these guys, they will make it their absolute life mission to kill you. But if you kill them in a 1v1, then this grudge is not stopping anytime soon, my friend. Odds are that they'll keep trying to kill you until you leave the server. It's kind of like when you ask your mom or dad for a favor and they bring up something you did like 5 years ago. I think that's a really good example when it comes to their grudges. But they're actually surprisingly good at the game, and the quality of their cosplay directly correlates to their skill level. So with a lot of these avatars, it's safe to say that you can judge the book by its cover. Bacon. Okay, now in the last video, considering that you guys blew up the comments, I realized my mistakes now. I was definitely wrong about the bacons. I've come across more of them, and something I've realized is that there's an additional 2 variants to them. If you haven't seen me when I explained the first variant, then go check out part 1 of this video once you're done watching this one. The first variant of bacon usually has an extremely high ego. This variant, they're kind of in love with themselves, I guess you could say. They kind of take the game too seriously for pride and ego reasons, so they'll target you like crazy once you kill them. They typically attract other bacons that are just like them, so that's why they can sometimes come in swarms. Now for the second variant of bacon, these guys have no clue what they're doing. It's typically their first or second day on Roblox, and one of the first games they saw was Jujutsu Shenanigans. Now for this variant, their brains are severely underdeveloped, so as a result, they will always use Gojo. And now I don't mean it like anything's wrong with using Gojo, but they use Gojo because they have no idea how to use anything else. And a weird little thought is I don't think they see this game the same way we do, mainly because they're young children, and I feel like it all looks like a foreign concept to them, so the way they play as a result is extremely brain dead. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my content get recommended more. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.